Have you ever wondered why you feel sluggish, bloated, or just not yourself even when you think you're eating healthy? You're not alone. Every day, millions of us consume foods that seem harmless but are quietly wreaking havoc on one of our body's most vital organs, the kidneys. Your kidneys are like the unsung heroes of your body, filtering waste, balancing fluids, and keeping everything running smoothly. But certain foods, some you might even love, are overloading them, inching you closer to serious health issues like kidney stones, chronic kidney disease, or worse. Today on Health Dose, we're diving deep into the 10 foods silently killing your kidneys and what you can do to protect yourself. Why does this matter? Kidney damage doesn't always shout, it whispers. You might not notice until it's too late. Fatigue, swelling, or changes in how you feel day to day. The good news: you have the power to make small changes that can save your kidneys and boost your health. In this video, we'll uncover 10 surprising foods you need to rethink, backed by science, with relatable stories and practical tips to help you take control. From processed snacks to seemingly healthy staples, we'll explore how these foods stress your kidneys, why they're so sneaky, and how to swap them for better choices. We'll cover why too much sodium is like a wrecking ball for your kidneys, how sugar hides in plain sight, why certain proteins might be too much, how artificial additives play dirty, and why even some natural foods can backfire. Each point will give you a clear, actionable way to protect your kidneys starting today. By the end, you'll feel empowered to make smarter choices, and maybe even save yourself from trouble down the road. So grab a notebook, settle in, and let's get started on this journey to better health. Ready to find out which foods are sneaking into your diet? Let's dive into the first one. It helps regulate fluids and keeps your nerves firing. But here's the catch. Too much sodium is like sending your kidneys into overdrive. Your kidneys filter excess sodium out of your blood, but when you overload them with salty foods, think chips, canned soups, or even restaurant meals, they struggle to keep up. This raises your blood pressure, which damages the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys over time. Studies show that high sodium intake is linked to a 23% higher risk of chronic kidney disease. Scary, right? Here's why it's sneaky. The average American eats about 3,400 milligrams of sodium daily, way above the 2,300 milligram limit recommended by health experts. And it's not just the salt shaker. Processed foods like frozen dinners or even bread can pack a sodium punch. Over time, this strains your kidneys, leading to fluid retention, swelling, and even kidney stones. Does this sound familiar? Maybe you've noticed puffiness in your hands or feet after a salty meal. That's your kidneys waving a red flag. Let me tell you about Sarah, a 45-year-old mom who loved her takeout pizza and fries. She started noticing swelling in her ankles and felt tired all the time. Her doctor checked her blood pressure. It was creeping up and ran tests that showed early signs of kidney stress. Sarah was shocked. She didn't think her diet was that bad. Her doctor explained that the sodium in her favorite foods was overloading her kidney. Sarah cut back on processed foods, started cooking at home with herbs instead of salt, and within weeks her swelling eased and her energy returned. She felt like herself again. Here's how you can avoid Sarah's trouble. First, check label. Aim for foods with less than 200 milligrams of sodium per serving. Second, flavor your meals with spices like garlic, paprika, or lemon zest. Trust me, you won't miss the salt. Third, eat more fresh fruits and veggies, which are naturally low in sodium and packed with potassium to balance things out. Try swapping canned soups for homemade versions. You control the salt and it's just as tasty. Small changes like these can make a big difference. What's one salty food you can cut back on this week? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Number 2, sugary drinks. The sweet saboteur. Next up, let's talk about something you might be sipping right now. Sugary drinks. Sodas, sweetened teas, energy drinks. They're everywhere, and they're not doing your kidneys any favor. Sugar, especially in liquid form, spikes your blood glucose fast. Your kidneys have to work overtime to filter out the excess, which can lead to inflammation and damage over time. Research links high sugar intake to a 30% increased risk of kidney disease, especially when it comes from drink. Plus, many sodas contain phosphoric acid, which can promote kidney stones. Who knew a can of cola could be so sneaky? Here's the kicker. Even healthy drinks like fruit punch or sports drinks can hide massive sugar loads. Sometimes 40 grams in a single bottle. That's like eating 10 teaspoons of sugar. This overwhelms your kidneys, raises your blood pressure, and can even contribute to weight gain, which puts more strain on those vital organs. Ever feel a crash after a sugary drink? That's your body and your kidneys begging for a break. Meet James, a 38-year-old office worker who loved his daily energy drinks. He'd chug one every afternoon to power through his slump, but he started noticing back pain and frequent trips to the bathroom. Tests revealed early kidney strain, and his doctor pointed to the sugar and additives in his drinks. James switched to water infused with cucumber and mint, cut out sugary beverages, and added short walks to his routine. Within a month, his pain eased, and he felt sharper than ever. His kidneys thanked him. You can do this too. Start by replacing one sugary drink a day with water or unsweetened herbal tea. Keep a reusable water bottle handy to make it fun. Add a slice of lemon or berries for flavor. If you crave fizz, try sparkling water with a splash of real fruit juice. And always check labels. Some low-sugar drinks still pack a punch. Your kidneys will love the lighter load. What's your go-to drink? Share in the comments and let's swap ideas for kidney-friendly options. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Number 3. Red meat. The protein overdose. Let's move on to a food many of us love. Red meat. Steaks, burgers, ribs. They're delicious, but eating too much can tax your kidneys. Red meat is high in protein, which is great for muscles but tough on kidneys when overdone. Your kidneys filter out the waste products from protein metabolism, like urea. Too much red meat creates a flood of waste, forcing your kidneys to work overtime. Studies show that diets heavy in red meat increase the risk of kidney disease by up to 40%, especially if you're already at risk. Here's why it's tricky. Red meat also contains purines, which break down into uric acid. High uric acid levels can lead to kidney stones or gout, both painful and damaging. Plus, processed meats like bacon often come with sodium and preservatives. Double trouble. Ever feel bloated or sluggish after a big steak dinner? That's your kidneys signaling they're overwhelmed. Take Lisa, a 50-year-old teacher who loved her weekly burger nights. She started having sharp pains in her side and noticed her urine looked cloudy. Her doctor diagnosed early kidney stones and linked it to her high red meat intake. Lisa didn't give up meat entirely. She cut back to twice a week, swapped in fish or lentils and drank more water. Her pain disappeared and she felt lighter and more energized. Here's how to ease up. Aim for smaller portions of red meat, like 3 to 4 ounces per serving. Swap it out a few times a week for plant-based proteins like beans or tofu. They're kidney-friendly and just as satisfying. If you love grilling, try mushrooms or chicken for that smoky flavor. And always pair protein with fiber-rich veggies to balance digestion. Your kidneys will thank you for the breather. What's your favorite meat dish? Tell me in the comments, maybe we can find a kidney-safe twist. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Number 4. Processed foods. The hidden additives. Now let's shine a light on processed foods. Think packaged snacks, deli meats or instant noodles. These convenience foods are loaded with additives like phosphates and nitrates that your kidneys have to filter out. Phosphates found in many packaged goods can build up and harm kidney function, especially if your kidneys are already stressed. A 2020 study found that high phosphate intake is linked to a 25% higher risk of kidney damage. And that's not all. Processed foods often hide sodium and unhealthy fats, piling on the pressure. Here's the deal. These foods are designed to last forever on shelves, not to nourish your body. Additives mess with your kidney's ability to balance minerals like calcium and potassium, which can lead to stones or worse. Ever grab a bag of chips and feel puffy afterward? That's your kidneys struggling with the chemical overload. Consider Mark, a 60-year-old retiree who relied on frozen dinners for convenience. He started feeling foggy and noticed swelling in his legs. Blood tests showed his kidneys were under strain, and his doctor flagged the additives in his diet. Mark switched to whole foods, fresh veggies, lean meats and homemade soups. He learned to batch cook simple meals, and within weeks his swelling faded, and he felt clearer. You can make the switch too. Start by cutting out one processed food a day. Maybe swap chips for air-popped popcorn. Shop the perimeter of the grocery store for fresh ingredients. If you're short on time, prep veggies ahead or try frozen produce without sauces. And read labels, avoid anything with phosphate or long chemical names. Small steps lead to big wins. What processed food can you ditch? Share in the comments. I'm curious. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Number 5. Artificial sweeteners. The false friends. Let's talk about artificial sweeteners. Those little packets or diet drinks you might think are saving you calories. Aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, they promise sweetness without sugar, but your kidneys aren't fooled. These chemicals pass through your kidneys, which have to filter them out. Studies suggest that heavy use of artificial sweeteners can stress kidneys over time, raising the risk of dysfunction by up to 15%. Plus, they can trick your body into craving more sweets, leading to weight gain. Another kidney stress. Here's why they're sneaky. They're in everything from sodas to healthy yogurts, and you might not even notice. Over time, they disrupt your gut, which affects how your kidneys regulate fluids. Ever feel bloated after a diet soda? That's a hint your kidneys aren't happy. Meet Emily, a 42-year-old nurse who sipped Diet Cola all day to stay alert. She started noticing fatigue and mild back pain. Her doctor found her kidney function was slipping and pointed to her sweetener habit. Emily switched to water with a splash of real fruit juice and used honey sparingly for sweetness. Her energy returned and her kidneys got a break. You can ease off too. Try natural sweeteners like a drizzle of maple syrup in small amounts. If you love soda, go for sparkling water with a wedge of citrus. Check labels for hidden sweeteners. Words ending in "os" are a clue, and give your taste buds time. They'll adjust to less sweetness. Your kidneys will thank you. What's one sweetener you can cut back on? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Number 6. Dairy overload. The calcium conundrum. Dairy, like milk, cheese, or yogurt, can be nutritious, but too much can stress your kidney. Dairy is high in calcium and phosphorus, which your kidneys balance. Overloading on dairy, especially processed cheeses, can lead to excess phosphorus, which harms kidney function. A 2019 study linked high dairy intake to a 20% increased risk of kidney stones in some people. Plus, dairy's saturated fats can raise blood pressure, adding strain. Here's the catch. You might think cheese is a healthy snack, but a single ounce can pack 200 milligrams of phosphorus. Too much throws off your kidney's mineral balance, leading to stones or calcification. Ever notice discomfort after a cheesy meal? That's your kidneys asking for moderation. Take Tom, a 55-year-old accountant, who loved his nightly cheese and crackers. He started getting sharp pains in his side and tests showed kidney stone. His doctor suggested cutting dairy to twice a week and adding plant-based calcium sources like kale. Tom tried almond milk and leafy greens, and his pain eased. He still enjoys cheese, just less of it. You can balance dairy too. Stick to small portions like a half cup of yogurt daily. Try plant-based milks fortified with calcium, but low in phosphorus. Pair dairy with veggies to aid digestion. And stay hydrated. Water helps flush excess minerals. Your kidneys will feel the difference. What's your favorite dairy food? Share a kidney-friendly swap in the comment. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Number 7. Fried foods. The fat trap. Let's talk fried foods. Fries, fried chicken, donuts. They're crispy and tempting, but they're no friend to your kidney. Fried foods are loaded with unhealthy trans fats and oxidized oils that cause inflammation. This stresses your kidneys, which have to filter out the damage. A 2021 study found that diets high in fried foods increase kidney disease risk by 20%. Here's why it's tough. Frying creates compounds like AAGs, advanced glycation end products, that harm blood vessels, including those in your kidneys. Over time, this can lead to scarring or reduced function. Feel sluggish after greasy takeout. Your kidneys are feeling it too. Meet Rachel, a 48-year-old mom who grabbed fast food on busy days. She started noticing swelling and fatigue. Her doctor linked it to fried foods, stressing her kidneys. Rachel switched to baking or air frying her favorite dishes, using olive oil for flavor. Her swelling faded and she had more energy for her kids. You can ditch the fryer too. Try oven-baked sweet potato fries or grilled veggies for crunch. Use heart-healthy oils like avocado oil in moderation. If you crave takeout, pick grilled options over fries and eat more anti-inflammatory foods like berries to support your kidneys. What fried food can you swap out? Drop it in the comments. Let's share ideas. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Number 8. Canned foods. The preservative problem. Canned foods like soups, beans, or veggies seem like a pantry staple, but they can hurt your kidneys. Many are packed with sodium and preservatives like BPA, which your kidneys have to process. High sodium strains filtration, while BPA may disrupt kidney function. Studies show canned food diets raise kidney stress markers by 18%. Here's the issue. A single can of soup can have 800 milligrams of sodium, half your daily limit. Over time, this causes fluid retention and high blood pressure, both kidney killers. Ever feel bloated after canned chili? That's your kidneys working overtime. Consider Mike, a 52-year-old driver, who ate canned soups for lunch. He started feeling foggy and had high blood pressure. Tests showed kidney strain, and his doctor pointed to canned foods. Mike switched to low-sodium cans, rinsed beans thoroughly, and tried fresh produce. His blood pressure dropped, and he felt sharper. You can make smarter choices too. Pick low-sodium or no-salt added can. Rinse canned beans or veggies to cut sodium by up to 40%. Better yet, cook dried beans or freeze fresh produce for convenience. And check for BPA-free cans. Your kidneys will thank you. What canned food can you rethink? Share in the comments. I'd love to know. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Number 9. White bread. The refined risk. White bread and other refined carbs like pastries or white rice might be a daily habit, but they're not kidney friendly. These foods spike blood sugar, forcing your kidneys to filter excess glucose. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, a risk factor for kidney disease. A 2022 study linked refined carbs to a 22% higher risk of kidney damage. Here's why it matters. White bread lacks fiber, so it digests fast, stressing your kidneys with rapid sugar surges. It's also low in nutrients, leaving your kidneys without the support they need. Feel a slump after a sandwich? That's your kidneys catching up. Meet Karen, a 47-year-old clerk who loved her morning toast. She started noticing fatigue and weight gain. Her doctor found early kidney stress and suggested swapping white bread for whole grains. Karen tried quinoa and whole wheat wraps, paired with veg. Her energy stabilized and her kidneys got a break. You can switch it up too. Choose whole grain bread with at least 3 grams of fiber per slice. Try brown rice or oats for variety. Pair carbs with protein or healthy fats to slow digestion. And watch portions. Half a cup of grains is plenty. Your kidneys will love the balance. What refined carb can you swap? Tell me in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Number 10. Alcohol. The dehydration danger. Finally, let's talk alcohol. Wine, beer, or cocktail. A drink now and then might feel harmless, but regular alcohol can dehydrate you, stressing your kidneys. They need water to filter toxins, and alcohol pulls water out, slowing the process. Studies show heavy drinking raises kidney disease risk by even moderate amounts can strain if you're not hydrating. Here's the deal. Alcohol also raises blood pressure and damages liver-kidney teamwork. Sugary mixers add insult to injury with extra glucose. Ever feel foggy after a night out? Your kidneys are begging for water. Take Alex, a 40-year-old salesman who enjoyed nightly beers. He started noticing back pain and tiredness. Tests showed kidney stress and his doctor linked it to dehydration from alcohol. Alex cut back to 1 drink a week, sipped water between rounds and added hydrating foods like cucumber. His pain eased and he felt refreshed. You can protect your kidneys too. Limit alcohol to 1 drink a day or less. Always pair it with water to stay hydrated. Try mocktails with fresh herbs for fun, and eat water-rich foods like melon to support your kidneys. Small sips, big wins. What's one way you can cut back on alcohol? Share in the comments. I'm all ears. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on the bell. Wow, we've covered a lot today, haven't we? Let's recap the 10 foods silently stressing your kidneys. Table salt, sugary drinks, red meat, processed foods, artificial sweeteners, excessive dairy, fried foods, canned goods, white bread, and alcohol. Each one sneaks into your diet, overloading your kidneys with sodium, sugar, additives, or dehydration. But here's the empowering part. You now know how to spot them and make smarter choices. From swapping salt for spices to choosing whole grains over white bread, these small shifts can protect your kidneys and boost your energy, mood, and health. What stood out to you today? Maybe it's realizing how much sodium hides in canned soups, or how sugary drinks trick your body. Your kidneys are working hard every day, filtering, balancing, keeping you going. Isn't it amazing to think you can help them with simple changes? I hope you feel inspired to try at least one tip, whether it's drinking more water or cutting back on fried snacks. Your body will thank you, and you might notice a difference sooner than you think. I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned or plan to try? Drop it in the comments below. It's such a great way to connect and share ideas. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It really helps Health Dose reach more people. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Next week, we're exploring how sleep impacts your heart health. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thank you for spending this time with me. It means the world to know you're here, learning and growing with Health Dose. Keep taking those steps toward a healthier you, one choice at a time. I'll see you in the comments and in our next video. Stay